Taywatts Wind bis Arknights-Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Taywatts Wind bis Arknights-Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Um 10 ist Schluss, doch bis dahin tauchen wir ein, wohin die Games uns ziehen. Scatterbrained, ein Lacher mehr. Fates Humor bringt uns immer her. Verpeilt, doch immer am Ziel vorbei. Der hier und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Taywatts Wind bis Arknights-Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Die Welt ist bunt, wohin sie auch weht. Mit Fate durch die Nacht, so frei und klar. Jedes Abenteuer ist wunderbar. Also folgt dem Ruf, sei mit dabei. Mit Fate wird's nie langweilig, glaub mir, sei frei. Pokémon, Gacha und Anime-Vibe, komm in den Stream, es ist deine Zeit. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Taywatts Wind bis Arknights-Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Taywatts Wind bis Arknights-Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Um 10 ist Schluss, doch bis dahin tauchen wir ein, wohin die Games uns ziehen. Scatterbrained, ein Lacher mehr. Fates Humor bringt uns immer her. Verpeilt, doch immer am Ziel vorbei. Der hier wir Sadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tevas Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime, schau, die Zeit vergeht. Die Welt ist bunt, wohin sie auch weht. Mit Fate durch die Nacht, so frei und klar. Jedes Abenteuer ist wunderbar. Also folgt dem Ruf, sei mit dabei. Mit Fate wird's nie langweilig, glaub mir, sei frei. Pokémon, Gacha und Anime-Vibe, komm in den Stream, es ist deine Zeit. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tevas Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime, schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und wir Sadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tevas Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Um 10 ist Schluss, doch bis dahin tauchen wir ein, wohin die Games uns ziehen. Scatterbrained, ein Lacher mehr. Fates Humor bringt uns immer her. Verpeilt, doch immer am Ziel vorbei. Der hier und wir Sadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tevas Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime, schau, die Zeit vergeht. Die Welt ist bunt, wohin sie auch weht. Mit Fate durch die Nacht, so frei und klar. Jedes Abenteuer ist wunderbar. Also folgt dem Ruf, sei mit dabei. Mit Fate wird's nie langweilig, glaub mir, sei frei. Pokémon, Gacha und Anime-Vibe, komm in den Stream, es ist deine Zeit. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tevas Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Tanz.
Jetzt schon wieder kaputt. Warum ist das in so vielen Szenen inzwischen kaputt? Egal. So. Ah, gut, richtiges Mikro ist drin. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, muss ich erst noch auf den richtigen Monitor klicken. Und mal kurz zum Drachengrad. Ups. Und hoffen, dass Durins Quest mal bald vorbei ist.
So this is the other Durin, huh? If this had been the dragon that ended up being revived in Mondstadt, there's no telling what kind of calamity that people would have had to endure. So, if you think about it like that, Durin's actually a hero.
Okay.
No, I'm just a little envious, that's all.
Okay.
Not everyone gets a chance to be a hero.
Actually, most of the credit belongs to Albedo.
Then again, barely anyone even remembers you at this point. So I guess there's not much left to envy.
Hat er ja recht.
So you three still remember Durin? Looks like the memory loss hasn't spread to close friends. Yet. I guess that means my memory of you must still be complete as well.
Albedo.
You're finally here! Oh, boy, do we have a whole pile of questions for you!
Ja, was will ich Genshin kennen, darf ich noch
you're
einen
here
Teil
too.
morgen machen.
I think I've pieced together some of what happened to him. But what's your take on things? Master Jean filled me in on what happened, and I've got a few theories. But let's get on the same page first. Well, physically, he's doing fine. His body is holding the abyssal power at bay. And there's nothing whatsoever to indicate any risk of collapse.
So, from an alchemy point of view, there's nothing wrong with him?
The issue isn't so much that the abyssal power within him has gotten out of control. It's that the connection between his will and body is fading. If he ends up losing his conscious will, his body will fall back on its biological instincts. And that's when the abyssal power within it will take over. This book mentioned a witches' gathering. It seems like quite a few of these witches got themselves involved in Durin's case. Which brings me to my theory. Bringing Fairy Tale Durin into this world to replace the Durin on Dragonspine means using one Durin's fate to overwrite the others. But the power of alchemy alone would not be enough to pull off such a feat. It would have required the combined use of Miss Barbeloff's astrology, my teacher's alchemy, and Aunt Alice's magic. After learning of Miss Barbeloff's prophecy, Durin and I finally came up with a way to settle the Dragonspine Durin problem for good. And I took care of the alchemy side of things, which, looking back on it, seems to have been a part of their plan all along.
Okay.
So now, there's only one thing missing. As for the fate theory our friend in the hat just mentioned, I still can't figure out how any kind of magic could possibly influence the fate of Tevat. But I'm certain that the answer lies within this book.
So, the reason Alice had us complete this book was to make that magic possible?
Anscheinend.
A form of magic powerful enough to rewrite fate itself. Well, we've no time to lose. I just need to take a look at the book. The next part of the story most likely relates to me. So the memory that unlocks it must be connected to me too.
Okay.
Huh?
The giant tree was home to a broken branch, the shape of its splintered arm aligning perfectly with the branch that had burst forth from the castle walls. Join yourself to that broken bough, for there you may take root at last, and henceforth bask in the sun and rain of the world beyond the castle. But first, fetch the stickiest clay and let it bind the scar of the break.
I see.
Guided by the breeze, the little dragon arrived at an alchemist's workshop. There he was greeted by a clay figure, a child molded by the sage witch's hands. Though gentle in appearance, he had inherited his mother's cold, sharp wisdom. And he was determined to avert the calamity the evil dragon would bring, and so was his helper, none other than the little dragon himself.
Okay.
What is this place?
It looks like it's modeled after an alchemist's workshop. Or rather, a cliched stereotype of one.
Albedo?
Hold on. Why do I look like this?
Oh, yeah! We forgot to tell you. Basically, the characters in the story are reflections of how Durin sees them.
At least you're still human-shaped.
Well, since Cat Guy has taken on a different appearance too, that must mean the two of us are both characters in the story. But you, Paimon, and Durin haven't changed at all. You must be special figures in some way.
I'd like to know more about that too. But seeing as none of them can explain it, let's just concentrate on moving the plot forward.
Uh-huh.
And just like that, the group stumbled upon a hidden passageway. Intricately crafted, it seemed to lead them towards another exciting chapter of the tale.
Come on! What are we waiting for? Next chapter, here we come! Ouch!
Unsichtbare Wand.
This was a chapter that had not yet been written. Ahead of them was a storyless void,
So ungefähr.
and they could go no further.
What? Then what's the point of having a path here? Sounds like a pretty bad habit for a writer.
Over here. I found something.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale.
Sounds like this chapter's about Albedo bringing me to life?
If that really was the solution, though, this would have been over the minute I finished the transmutation. So why is Durin still being forgotten?
There has to be some other reason.
Yeah, I'd like to explore the area a bit more. Do you think we could just destroy it? Be it the calamity headed for Mondstadt or my inability to leave behind a story of my own, doesn't it all come down to the fact that this heart never truly died? What if, here in this story, we could finally destroy it?
Could Aunt Alice's magic really allow us to do what's theoretically meant to be impossible?
Either way, it's an intriguing idea. I'm not opposed to giving it a shot.
Durin!
It's just... I'm still afraid someday, even you guys will end up forgetting me. If there's even the slightest chance it'll prevent that, I'm willing to try anything.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if I can destroy it on my own. Chances are, I'm gonna need your help again. So please, everyone, help me destroy this heart, once and for all!
With the help of his friends, the little dragon destroyed the evil dragon's heart, using up every last ounce of his strength. In his eyes, this would ensure that his story and his alone remained in the world beyond the castle's walls. But the evil dragon's heart was like a great tree with roots digging deep beneath the surface. Cutting off the branches did not kill it. No, it just made it impossible for a new branch to take their place. The gnarled roots retreated back into the frozen earth, biding their time for a chance to bud again. Cut off from their source, the rootless branches above the surface slowly withered away. The little dragon's story faded into nothingness, and in the world beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured.
Who am I?
Is this... me?
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing but the evil dragon's shadow in his place.
Oh no! That means Durin! What do we do now?
Hello, children. If you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain ending.
Okay.
You may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic. Let me guess, you're upset that I didn't warn you earlier? Don't worry, though. I've thought it all through.
Oh god.
I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead. See if you can turn back the pages. If you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more. Pretty incredible, huh? That's
Ja, also
the
war es nur
power of
scheiße, das halt
magic.
zu zerstören.
Unless the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten. The evil dragon's heart continued.
Looks like we have no choice but to get whatever happens next. Durin is going to...
Returning to the castle. I just never thought crossing over into a new world would create so much trouble. All I wanted was to make some friends. I'm starting to think I kinda miss being in Simulanka.
You might look back on it with fondness, but if I were you, I wouldn't miss it.
Why?
Sometimes, moving on with your life comes at a cost. But That's better than going nowhere at all.
You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter what problem you face, there will always be a solution.
Okay. Sometimes I wish I could just go back and see it again.
As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle's wall, there was no danger. As soon as his mother finished, and so the...
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin! But this can't be how it ends. Durin promised to bring back everyone's memories. There's no way
Okay,
he'd
das war auch
accept
nicht
an
der
ending
richtige
like
Weg.
this.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Okay. Nicht Herz zerstören, nicht zurücklatschen.
Unless the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten.
There you are.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, it's Mini Durin again! What are you doing holed up in here?
I was worried I'd scare everyone off, so I've been hiding out here all this time.
You must be really nervous, huh?
I guess I am a little nervous, but I'm also excited.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to stop the evil dragon and even become a human. It's all thanks to that clay man. He's the one who talked me into it. And once I'm a human, I'll be able to make loads of friends and do tons of important things.
You'll make lots of friends, that's for sure. And go on many unforgettable adventures.
I'm so glad to hear it. The only thing is, the clay man said becoming human isn't gonna be easy. So I'm feeling a little anxious too.
He's right about that. Even if you manage to become a human, there will always be tougher challenges on the road ahead.
Really?
But even so, your friends will be there to help you.
Oh? Then I'm not afraid.
Funny, isn't it? After talking to you, I'm not afraid anymore either. So, are you ready now?
Yep, I'm ready to become a human.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale. At last, the little dragon accepted the evil dragon's heart, and a new life came into being. The evil dragon's heart beat in his chest, and the little dragon's soul guided him forward. Thus did the prophecy hold true, even as fate had been rewritten, and so was the little dragon born anew.
Finally, a happy ending!
Na endlich,
That
hat ja
must
lang
be the
genug
last
gedauert.
step, right? Woohoo! We completed the story!
Born anew, the little dragon set off once more, his story far from over.
Huh? So, that wasn't the end?
What comes next might be the most crucial part of all. The real last step.
If fate really is as devious as they say, then I say, show us what you've got.
Wow! You're all so serious all of a sudden.
Oh boy.
Durin, are you alright?
The evil dragon's heart was now one with the little dragon, yet the dark power within it still lingered. Would the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
Hey! What kind of question is that? Of course he's gonna control it! What choice does he have?
Time is running out. So, will the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
What's up with the narrator?
Not good.
Would he dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
The little dragon and his companions blank. Blank again.
Huh? What's going on? Are we running out of ink?
Once the ink runs out, is that the end of the story?
I had a feeling this would happen.
What's happening to the others?
Now that the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead were blank pages.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Wie viele verschiedene Enden gibt's hier bitte?
Would he dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give?
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
Da geht's nicht weiter.
Would he dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in? Would he dare?
Ja, das ist nicht gut.
The little dragon was at an impasse, and the dark power within him surged like a tide. Unchecked, the darkness engulfed everything around it. The little dragon's story faded into nothingness.
Is this me?
And so the story ended.
Oh no! What do we do?
Nichts tun ist falsch.
Looks like
Unten
you've
lang gehen
discovered
kann ich.
another possible
Hä?
ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Meine Frage ist, wie denn bitte?
What's going on here? Why isn't the story
It seems the act of suppressing the power counts as an event in the story. In other words, we would need ink to write it in.
So, what now? Did we use too much earlier? How are we supposed to write a happy ending with only this much left? But...
Well, this is Durin's story. As long as he's alive and well, why should it end?
If there really is such a direct correlation between the story and his fate, I may have a potential hypothesis. Durin was, and still is in essence, a storybook character, written into being by M. From the moment he was born, he has always dwelt within her story. And I suspect that has remained the case, even after his arrival in Tevat. Reviving Durin in the evil dragon's place was an act of grafting this Durin story onto the latter's fate. In essence, that is how his fate was rewritten. But there is a fundamental difference between a being's story and its fate. As Miss Barbeloth reminded us, the fate of every living being in Tevat has been woven into the fabric of time. Its most natural path, therefore, is to proceed along its given track. But Durin's story, on the other hand... As Durin's connection to this world wore thin, not only have people started to forget him, he started to lose control of the abyssal power within. In other words, his story can't continue, because the author's ink is drying up. That's what it seems like to me.
It would seem the little dragon had made a group of fine friends indeed.
Save it. The question is, are you here to help him, or stand in his way?
This is as far as the story can go. What path will you choose?
I suppose the final decision is up to me. It's hard to believe I never actually left my mother's story. If that's true, I'd like to go there and see for myself.
By there, I take it you mean the blank pages of the unwritten chapter ahead?
But we still don't even know how Alice's magic works. If Durin belongs inside the story, then going outside of it to some unwritten part, isn't it too risky?
I'm not afraid.
Heimann, wenn du eine bessere Idee hast, dann spuck's aus.
I second that. It would seem this is one answer you need to go seize for yourself.
So be it. Whatever obstacles stand in your way, we'll tear them down together.
Dann?
Anything that invisible wall. It was as if the little dragon was staring the uncrossable edge of existence. And all of a sudden it began to fracture as if struck by some transcendent realm.
Ach, wäre auch von alleine zerbrochen.
Gotta keep going.
Ahead lies only a stormless void.
My consciousness is slipping away.
Keep going, Durin. A pure soul is your essence, not an empty void.
I feel so weak.
Stand tall, Durin. You are not some amorphous idea. The body I made for you is flesh and bone.
Am I truly alive?
Yes, Durin. but you must keep going. You're as alive and real as I am.
Ja, die erste Woche nach dem Urlaub ist eine
I
absolute
can't
Katastrophe.
feel a connection.
You're not alone in this world, Durin. At the very least, you have me.
I can't remember anything. Who am I?
Im Ernst, ich muss aufhören, mittags
Your name
Energy
is
zu
Durin,
trinken.
and there are many who still remember it.
Jetzt bin ich abends immer am Arsch.
My name is Durin.
You're taking too long. Come on, Durin, run! In this world, fate waits for no one.
Wait! Where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do?
Go, make your wish come true, Durin.
My wish?
Your story's not over yet.
Okay.
Silence, huh? Have you nothing to say about my proposal?
Let me get this straight. You want to graft your story onto this unfinished thread of fate, and in doing so, not only rewrite that fate, but allow the story to live on.
Quite the brilliant idea. Still, the story's survival depends entirely on whether the author keeps writing.
Exactly. And the moment foretold by the prophecy is still centuries away.
I see. I thought my own ignorance might be the problem. That I'd asked more of the noble science of alchemy than it could ever deliver. Or that I had failed to discern the heavenly signs and grasp the secret truth underlying the prophecy. Little did I imagine that time itself would prove to be the greatest hurdle of all.
Well, my friend, this has been a most intriguing experiment. And from an academic perspective, at least, I don't think it was a bad proposal.
Someday, the prophecy will come to pass. So remember, my friend, much like the stars themselves, there will always be something that transcends the test of time.
Thank you, everyone. You've helped me so much already. But, Alice, I still have one final favor to ask of you. Will you lend me your magic one last time, just enough for me to keep his story alive until the prophecy is fulfilled?
You mean you want me to extend your lifespan?
No, not in that sense. As Rheindotter once told me, the laws governing life and death are among the most unyielding in this world. I'm well aware of that. Whether it lasts a day or an age, the span of one's life is determined by fate alone. If I tried to breach that law by force, I'm afraid I would lose what makes me human. This is not a path I want to go down. If I am to die, then I shall die a human.
So, what is it that you want me to do?
I would like you to send this pen of mine into the future.
I see. Then perhaps there really is a way I can help. I could create a kind of story magic to take over the writing once you're gone. Oh, but for it to work, you would need to provide enough of your own words for it to learn from.
How much?
Oh, an immense amount. So much, in fact, that you would have to spend the rest of your life writing. And even then, I'm sorry to say, it would not last forever. No matter how much you write, there is a limit to the number of words you can leave behind. But the world itself will never stop changing. Someday, perhaps, even your entire corpus will not be enough for the magic to continue describing this world. And when that happens, the story will end.
Still, it's worth a try.
Oh, my dear Anya. Even after all this time, you're still... Look at you. You should be enjoying your old age in peace and quiet, especially now that things are finally returning to normal after that terrible calamity.
Once he leaves Simulanka, things will only get more complicated. If his story is to continue, there needs to be more material for the magic to draw upon. I'll just have to skip over some of the less important details.
Anya, why do you insist on sending him out of the storybook world? Why must he face his fate in Teyvat? Why not just let him remain within the story? With my magic, even fate's curse could be undone and he could live happily ever after.
I suppose. In fairy tales, all it takes is a heartfelt wish. And even a wooden puppet can turn himself into a real boy and live happily ever after. That's just how fairy tales end, isn't it? But have you ever wondered what happens to the main character after the ever after? Tell me, Alice, in your eyes, what would be a writer's greatest regret?
To leave a story without an ending.
Not a bad answer. It's true, many writers come to consider that their greatest regret. But I see things differently. My greatest regret is that every story I write has to come to an end in the first place.
Anya.
No matter how brilliantly a character shines, the moment their story ends, their potential is lost forever. For them, the story itself becomes an inescapable fate. But what if, instead, I could place my pen in their hand and let them continue the story themselves?
You mean...
You said it yourself. I can only leave so many words behind. Even with your magic, the idea that I could keep the story going until the prophecy comes to pass is wishful thinking at best. But I've found a way to use your magic to transform some of my finished stories into a special kind of ink. This ink is a magical medium he can use to complete the story the way he wants to. For what is storytelling but another kind of magic? And if he can experience the whole tale himself while leaving behind his own wishes and aspirations, even once he reaches the chapter where I stopped, he'll still be able to carry the story forward on his own. And so, by leaving him this ink, I can entrust him with the responsibility of writing his own story.
A character with the power to write their own story.
That way, he'll finally be free from the cage that is my pen. And like anyone else living in the real world, he can go on to create a life of his own.
And you no longer need to worry about the constraints of my magic. What a brilliant idea, Anya.
Meine Güte, wie lang geht
There
das?
are still risks. First of all, once he arrives in Teyvat, he'll have to rely entirely on the story you left him to maintain his connection to that world. As you gradually hand over creative control, that connection will grow weaker, and at some point, he might lose it altogether.
But at the same time, he'll also have the chance to forge that connection for himself.
The issue is, this method taps into too many of Tevet's core secrets. Any overt hints you try to leave will be erased in no time. In fact, it'd be hard for you to leave anything at all to guide them.
We still have the story itself, though. I can use that to show them the way.
It's entirely possible he burns through all your ink, never reaches the chapter you had in mind, and gets stuck, roaming the chapters of his past. But despite all that,
I still believe in what this child can become. His hopes and wishes can be his ink, so he won't be trapped by mine running dry.
What the writer you are, Anya. Your imagination never ceases to amaze. And you do know how much I love a happy ending. You shall have my help, my dear.
Thank you, my friend. Well then, my child, do you understand what you must do?
Yes, I think I do. It's my turn to keep this story alive.
Then what's holding you back?
What will become of you after I take up this pen?
I will fade away. There will no longer be a reason for me to go on existing. My child, or your mother, I should say, passed away long ago. The voice you're hearing is nothing but a magical echo that has now fulfilled its purpose. You needn't feel so reluctant to let me go.
I know my mother died long ago. It's just, when you lose your mom too soon, it's hard to tear yourself away from the stories she used to read. I guess it's a silly way of pretending she's still here, by your side.
Durin.
But after coming to this world and traveling it with my friends, facing all kinds of enemies together, I suddenly realized I couldn't just sit around listening to my mother's stories because I'd found a new purpose in life. Maybe this is just what growing up feels like. With all my new friends waiting, it's time I finally set aside my mother's storybook. I'm ready to grow up now, Mom.
Then take this. A gift I should have given you a long time ago. You've witnessed this story from the very beginning. Made your wishes, offered your blessings, and even wrote your choices into its pages. From here on out, this pen is yours. Now I ask of you, the other pillar of this story, as both its reader and its witness, will you turn the page so the next chapter can begin?
Sure.
Suddenly, and without warning, the powers of darkness struck. The question was, could the little dragon prevail? Alas, it was here that the story witch's tale had to end.
But Durin's tale, on the other hand, had only just begun. Stepping into his mother's memories, he picked up her pen. And so the story that was ending began anew. He had made up his mind to challenge the fate that barred the way ahead.
Würdest du bitte?
Looks like this is the final step.
A chance to strike back at fate? Now that's not something that comes knocking every day.
No, that fate no longer defines me. In the end, only my story shall endure. Devouring claw! Stop that!
Nervig.
Absurd! Decay! New life!
No dodging this one. Here, I'll help lift you up.
Okay.
Stop that! Yet only my story shall endure.
Oh, okay.
Absurd! Devouring claw!
Gefällt mir überhaupt nicht.
Looks like there's nowhere to hide. Here, I'll cover for you.
This time, the light prevails. Thank you, Mom. And so it was that Durin defeated the darkness and rewrote his fate. But his story is far from over.
Okay.
Is everyone okay?
We're fine, thanks. And hey, we all saw how you fought back there. That was awesome!
I have to admit, I do feel like something in me has changed. I owe you all so much. Without your help,
Bitte
I
sag
don't
mir
know if I
einfach,
could
die
have ever made
Questreihe
it
ist
this
vorbei.
far.
Just a shame I could only help out from the sidelines. Like I said before, it's not every day that you get to put fate in its place.
Well, I'm sure you'll hear it someday.
Hear what?
The chance to strike back at fate knocking at your door.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Allow me to just check one thing. Yes. The abyssal power within you has stabilized again. And those strange symptoms you were experiencing seem to have completely disappeared.
Oh, thank goodness!
I wonder what it means, though. Aside from the principles of alchemy, What other law of this world governs his being?
Look, it all turned out fine, so just leave it at that. Now that this one's out of danger, it's time for me to get out of here.
You're leaving so soon? What, don't humans usually throw a party after something like this?
A party? Do I look like that kind of guy? Anyway, come find me again next time you're in trouble. That's what friends are for, right?
In a way, though, he is right. This is Durin's moment to celebrate, not the time for academic discussions.
Hey, I don't blame you for asking. And honestly, I'd be perfectly happy to talk about it. It's just, I wouldn't even know where to start.
It's all right. I'm sure we'll get a chance at some point. After all, your story's only just begun.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. Traveler and Paimon, we'll part ways here. Given the extraordinary nature of the things we witnessed today, I need to make sure it's all recorded properly.
Okay, see ya! So, it's party time next? Huh?
Congratulations on completing your mission. Now then, as per our agreement, it's about time you returned that book.
She must have known the moment we finished. Just like she said she would.
I've heard dressing appropriately is a must for socializing.
Cool, ich habe einen Freescan für einen Charakter, den ich niemals pullen werde. Great.
Oh, my writer and witness. It's been quite the journey, hasn't it?
You had special plans for the Traveler from the start, didn't you?
But of course, that goes without saying. For a story to live on, it needs both a writer and a reader. Only then can my magic take effect. I chose the Traveler as the witness because of the special nature of who he is. It's not easy finding someone with that kind of background, you know. For a moment, I even considered taking the role myself.
At least it made for an interesting story, right?
Huh? What are you doing here, tone-deaf bard?
With the Hexen Circle carrying out such a risky experiment in Mondstadt, it didn't cross your minds that the Animo Archon might be slightly curious?
Sorry
Nah.
for the trouble, Lord Barbados.
Think nothing of it. I dare say the Animo Archon quite enjoyed coming along for the ride. Now then, as agreed, let us see the fruits of your labor.
Here, please take a look.
Well. Somehow, despite all my careful planning, it still turned out to be full of surprises. It never even crossed my mind that Rhindotter's child would be capable of handling that kind of alchemy in her stead. When he asked for help with the materials, oh my, I nearly couldn't believe it. If only the others were here too, we could all celebrate together.
I'm right here, you know. The only one who hasn't responded is the one busy stuffing her face over there.
Is that you, Barbie? A little late to the party, don't you think?
Come here, child. Let me take a closer look at you.
All right, Aunt Seer Witch. Here I am.
Just as I thought. This child's fate does not appear among the stars. Anya has accomplished what almost no one before her could.
What does that mean?
Child, all you need to know is that you're very lucky indeed.
Oh.
Hm.
Just like how she was in the story, huh?
Tell me, little Durin, what will you do next? I, for one, cannot wait to see how your story unfolds.
Well, there's so much I want to do. I'm not even sure where to begin.
How about settling your most recent regret?
Not so fast, Tone Deaf Bard. What exactly did you just tell Durin to do?
To make the long overdue wish come true.
Thank you once again, Alice.
How much time do you have left?
I believe these should be my final moments. Just enough time to say goodbye to my dearest friend.
This feels like having to say our final goodbyes all over again. I don't like it. Not one bit.
I don't know how to respond to that. Strange. You were always such a cheerful figure in my stories. I even dubbed you the Merry Witch, you know.
Oh, please. You know full well it was your stories that first taught me what true pain and sadness felt like.
Huh.
Aside from saying goodbye to me, shouldn't you also leave a few words for the child? Since the book will be his to continue, why don't you write him a little parting note?
There's no need. His mother already did that long, long ago. All that remains is for me to convey it on her behalf. My child, these may be the last words I get to leave you. I've always thought of the characters in my stories as my children, loving each one of them, just like a mother would. But you are the most extraordinary of them all. You alone can defy the fate of this world and write the perfect ending to my story. You alone shall leave these pages for a future I will not see. Still I say to you, fly, my sweet child. Just like a forest breeze yearns for the open sky, head into the unknown and seek an adventure to call your own. If you meet a dragon bright as 1,000 jewels, dance through the air together. You are not alone, for this world has accepted your place in it. Do not lose heart. You still have many wishes left to fulfill. A long tale awaits you, my love. Let songs and flowers be the ink that fills its pages. Take my pen and use it to continue your story.
Durch? Geil! Ich hab's immer noch im Zeitlimit geschafft. Wie zum Fick habe ich das geschafft? Wie lange geht der Patch noch? Ja, ungefähr eine Woche. Okay. Gut. Gamewechsel. So, dann lass mich das kurz auf YouTube und Twitch nochmal umstellen. Muss ich nämlich einmal kurz das Game ändern. Das kann weg. Okay. Soweit. Mhm. Nicht das. Das.
Wow, your osmanthus cakes are so good. So soft.
Ja, ich bin gleich wieder da.
Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tevatwind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Um 10 ist Schluss, doch bis dahin tauchen wir ein, wohin die Games uns ziehen. Scatterbrained, ein Lacher mehr. Fates Humor bringt uns immer her. Verpeilt, doch immer am Ziel vorbei. Der hier und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewas Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Die Welt ist bunt, wohin sie auch weht. Mit Fate durch die Nacht, so frei und klar. Jedes Abenteuer ist wunderbar. Also folgt dem Ruf, sei mit dabei. Mit Fate wird's nie langweilig, glaub mir, sei frei. Pokémon, Gacha und Anime-Vibe, komm in den Stream, es ist deine Zeit. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewas Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und Blizzardel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewas Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Um 10 ist Schluss, doch bis dahin tauchen wir ein, wohin die Games uns ziehen. Scatterbrained, ein Lacher mehr. Fates Humor bringt uns immer her. Verpeilt, doch immer am Ziel vorbei. Der hier und der Sadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewas Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Die Welt ist bunt, wohin sie auch weht. Mit Fate durch die Nacht, so frei und klar. Jedes Abenteuer ist wunderbar. Also folgt dem Ruf, sei mit dabei. Mit Fate wird's nie langweilig, glaub mir, sei frei. Pokémon, Gacha und Anime-Vibe, komm in den Stream, es ist deine Zeit. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewas Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewats Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Um 10 ist Schluss, doch bis dahin tauchen wir ein, wohin die Games uns ziehen. Scatterbrained, ein Lacher mehr. Fates Humor bringt uns immer her. Verpeilt, doch immer am Ziel vorbei. Der hier und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewats Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime, schau, die Zeit vergeht. Die Welt ist bunt, wohin sie auch weht. Mit Fate durch die Nacht, so frei und klar. Jedes Abenteuer ist wunderbar. Also folgt dem Ruf, sei mit dabei. Mit Fate wird's nie langweilig, glaub mir, sei frei. Pokémon, Gacha und Anime-Vibe. Komm in den Stream, es ist deine Zeit. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewats Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime, schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewats Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Um 10 ist Schluss, doch bis dahin tauchen wir ein, wohin die Games uns ziehen. Scatterbrained, ein Lacher mehr. Fates Humor bringt uns immer her. Verpeilt, doch immer am Ziel vorbei. Der hier und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewats Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam Anime. Schau, die Zeit.
So, let me just 1, 2.
But it's a little too sweet.
It is a bit sweet. But there's nothing wrong with a little sweetness. Really? Sorry, I guess I added too much sugar. I'll make it much better for you next time. There's no need to be so nervous, Xiaoguang. It's already delicious. I'm glad you like it.
But I've always wondered, why do you like osmanthus cake so much?
Actually, I just like anything related to osmanthus. I remember a long time ago, when I just joined Yunquei Summit, there was a dessert shop on the corner of a nearby street. They made amazing osmanthus cakes there, so I always pestered my brother to get some for me. But for some reason, I ended up with a stomachache every time I ate them. So my brother eventually stopped me from eating them. Then I decided to try making osmanthus cakes myself. So long as I made sure to use the right amount of the right ingredients, I was fine.
Okay. Oh, das ist nie gut.
So this is where you were. Senior Fufu, you're back. Yeah, we heard something happened again in Wi-Fi, so we hurried back as fast as we could. We just got here today. But never mind that. I just got word something strange has appeared over at Sailoon Bay. We should go take a look.
Das kann nicht gut sein. Oh, shit. Das ist mehr als nur schlecht.
How is this possible? Those strange white flowers we saw inside the hollow are showing up out here, too. And is it just my imagination? Or does it somehow feel like the Qingming sword is reacting to them? Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this. Same. They look exactly like the ones in my memory. If only Ishu and Shifu were here, she'd know what to make of this.
With everything that's happening in Phylum Heights, it's only right for the High Preceptor to report directly to the mayor. That's her duty. And including, of course, the mess your brother caused. Yesha Yun. He's brought shame upon Yunquei Summit.
Mr. Liu! My brother, he's just...
Yeshun Guang, facts are facts. There is no arguing them. But remember this. The two of you walk different paths. You have your own burden to bear. Since you've inherited the Qingming sword, you must carry everything it represents. That is your destiny.
Excuse me, but who might you be? Sorry, I forgot to introduce him. He's Yunquei Summit's current...
I am Lu Hengzhou. I know who you are. Yixuan's new disciple. As for these flowers, they've already been reported. So far, they seem harmless, exhibiting no signs of aggression. They're structurally fragile and ordinary in every way.
No, they're not. I've seen these flowers before, back when the old capital fell, and we also found a ton of them deep inside Limdian Hollow. The weird thing is, whenever we approached them, it seemed to weaken the effects of the corruption.
Is that so? Then just to be safe, you may clear these flowers away for now.
Okay, I'll try. Mr. Liu, please believe me. These
powers aren't as simple as they look. There's something deeper going on. We can't just let them spread like this.
You're not usually this persistent. Is it because of what you've been through lately? Or have you met someone special who's made you start questioning things?
No, that's not it. I just feel like this is too important to ignore.
All right. Tomorrow evening, I shall gather all the relevant people. We'll meet at the temple.
Thank you.
Of course, this isn't only about the flowers. It's also time to come to a final verdict on your brother's actions. I'll need to review everything and make a statement that does right by the disciples of Yunque Summit.
I understand.
Good. That's all I needed to hear. Yeshun Guang, never ever forget who you are, or the duty that comes with your gift and your sword. Let's hope your presence in her life brings strength, not burden.
Sorry you had to see that. Mr. Lu's always been that way. He takes Yunque Summit's honor more seriously than anything. But I'm sure he didn't mean any harm.
So, who exactly is this Mr. Lu? Is he one of our seniors at Yunque Summit or something?
He's an elder of Yunque Summit. He's the one who manages everything when Ishuan Shifu's not around.
An elder? But I heard that Ishuan Shifu was the only one from Yunque Summit who survived the Phylum Heights incident back then.
Well, he's more of a guardian than a fighter. Back when everyone left the mountain, he was tasked with making sure the disciples' families were safe. That's how he survived the disaster. I didn't think he'd come here, too. Guess that means whatever's happening lately really is serious.
Feels like he's kinda strict with you.
Well, he always says that since I inherited the Qingming sword, I must live up to that title that comes with the responsibility. He's just got high expectations for me. Alright, enough of that. It's getting late and I need to prepare for tomorrow's meeting. Oh right, the osmanthus cakes! They turned out a little off this time, but next time I'll make the perfect batch for you to try. It's a promise, okay?
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
Das kann ja nur schief gehen.
Since everyone's here, let's begin. The purpose of this meeting is to gather what we know, review the current situation, and discuss what to do with Yeshu Yun.
My apologies, everyone. It is a little inconvenient for me, so I'll have to join you like this. When I heard what happened with Shuyan some time ago, I had planned to return to Phylum Heights immediately, but I received an urgent mission from the mayor. There's been an abnormal disturbance inside Hollow Zero, and as manpower was insufficient, Section 6 and I were sent to deal with it. It's a complicated matter and still has yet to be resolved. I am unable to leave at this time. Mr. Lu has given me a rundown of the situation regarding the creator. The situation is dire, so I've also shared this information with the mayor. However,
das ist
my information
inkonstant.
is likely not complete. As such, I would like each of you who was there to
Oder es ist
briefly
einfach nur
recount what
gemacht, eben weil
happened,
sie in
so
Höhle
we
0
can
ist
make
und die
the most
Verbindung manchmal
accurate
scheiße
judgment
ist.
possible.
Long story short, that Miss Sarah from the Exaltists was behind a whole string of events. Her real goal was to awaken the creator. Meanwhile, Yeshuyin's so-called partnership with Sarah was just a cover. What he really wanted was to destroy the creature before it could fully awaken. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. He overestimated himself, and in the end, he was possessed by the Creator's power. We ended up having to fight him.
Thanks to Xiaoguang's assistance at a crucial moment, we were able to subdue the monster under the Creator's control and awaken Ye Shiyuan.
It's all thanks to Xiaoguang. Without her, we wouldn't have been able to suppress that monster or rescue Senior Ye.
Yet everything comes with a price. And that price... Xiaoguang, you used the power of the Qingming sword, didn't you?
I'm sorry, Shifu.
When you inherited the Qingming sword, I told you, unless it's a matter of life and death, you must never draw it from its case or tap into its power source.
But my brother's life was hanging by a thread, and my friends were in danger. Please, Shifu, tell me, what situation could possibly be more dire than that?
Xiaoguang, I'm not blaming you. It's just, more than saving others, I'd rather you learn to protect yourself. Let's leave it here for now. Anyone else have something to add?
Though we ultimately prevailed, Ye Shiyuan left on his own in the chaos. We have no information on his whereabouts.
I've also been informed of that. I'll see what I can do to locate him.
High Preceptor, Ye Shiyuan colluded with the Exaltists, endangered Phylum Heights, and brought shame upon Yunque Summit. Surely this can't be brushed aside with just a vague locate him, can it?
You probably don't know this, but before I left, I sent the Qingming bird to Lemnian Hollow to search for him. But the poor thing got trapped there by the Exaltists and only just made it back. When I examined the bird, I realized Shuyan had been trying to send me messages about the Creator, but they never got through. So no, Shuyan never really sided with the Exaltists or betrayed Yunque Summit. And that's exactly why we need to find him. Hear what he has to say, face to face.
My brother must have had his own reasons for everything he did. I know he'd never betray us.
Whatever the case, Ye Shiyuan has done real damage to Yunque Summit's reputation. Still, the details can wait until he returns. We'll deal with it properly then.
I take it you two are finished now? Then let me add something. When Sarah tried to summon the Creator, we saw this really weird black mist appear. And the strange thing is, we couldn't even hit it. Our attacks went right through.
Couldn't hit it.
That black mist is a formless entity. To harm it, you must condense it into a tangible state, just like the creature the Creator commanded.
I see it now. That black mist must be the true form of the Creator's power. I've already discussed this with the mayor. He plans to conduct a discreet investigation through his own channels. For now, we're to stay put. Especially you, Xiaoguang. You need to stay in the temple and focus on recovering. Don't take any more risks.
But Shifu's right, Xiaoguang. You fainted before, remember? You really can't keep pushing yourself like this anymore.
Hey, Nagita.
Yeah, Xiaoguang. Since both Shifu and the mayor are stepping in, we can finally take a little break.
The power of the Qingming sword is both the pride of Yunque Summit and the burden of its wielder. Right now is not the time for it to be drawn. You must cherish this power and use it for the sake of many, not to serve your own feelings. So, I agree with the High Preceptor's decision. Ye Shiyuan, you need to rest.
How about we let Xiaoguang speak for herself first? She's the one who's actually going through all this.
Thank you, Junior. I want to help with the investigation too. Even without drawing the sword, there must be something I can still do. Please, let me.
No. I've already said this before. If you want to avoid the sword's negative effects, you must stay away from anything related to it. This isn't up for debate. If there are no objections, I'll take my leave here.
Since the High Preceptor has spoken, this meeting is concluded. Thank you all for your cooperation.
So, hat das den Task? Ja, hat's. Weiter geht's.
Mhm.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh.
Belle, I'm still not entirely at ease. Even if Xiaoguang seems fine now, we can't rule out that the Qiming Sword's effects could worsen. It won't be good if she really does lose all of her memory. Maybe we should reach out to Yixuan Shifu again.
Right. But reaching out to Shifu directly might be disruptive. She's had her hands full lately. Let's consult Senior Fufu first.
Okay.
Shifu, we're really worried about Xiaoguang. If she really does start showing signs of memory loss, is there anything we can do?
There's nothing we can do. According to the records of past sword wielders, memory loss itself is a warning sign. Once it begins, the erosion caused by the Qingming sword only grows stronger, and after that, there's no turning back.
No way!
But, based on my studies, as long as the case remains intact, and Xiaoguang refrains from drawing on the sword's core power, its influence on her can, in theory, be contained. So you must keep a close eye on her condition. Whatever happens, she must never use that sword the way she did before.
Understood. We'll keep a close watch on her.
And about what I said during the meeting earlier, I was too harsh. I didn't think about how it would make her feel. I know she only wanted to help. But after what happened to my sister, I can't lose another person to that sword. Especially not my own disciple, someone I'm supposed to protect. If only the Qingming sword had chosen me instead.
Please don't blame yourself, Shifu. I know you only said those things because you're worried about Xiaoguang. I'm sure she'll understand too.
Hold on a second. That means the Qingming sword actually chooses its own master?
Yes, that's right. The Qingming sword chose every one of its masters. Only those it accepts can resonate with it and wield its power. But even after all these years, no one has figured out what that sword looks for. It doesn't seem tied to strength, talent, or anything measurable. Back when Xiaoguang and Shiyan joined Yunhui Summit, Mr. Liu thought Shiyan showed far greater potential. I once guessed the Qingming sword might choose people with a certain kind of constitution, but that doesn't explain why it passed over me, when my constitution is far closer to my sister's, and chose Xiaoguang instead. We know far too little about this sword.
sorry if this sounds blunt, but if we already knew the tragic fate of the Qingming Sword's wielders, why let Xiaoguang inherit it?
This was my mistake. One I'll never be able to forgive myself for. After my sister's accident, I devoted everything I had to studying how to suppress the sword's side effects. When I finally succeeded with the case, I naively thought that would be enough, and that the sword could be tamed. So, I let my guard down. Back then, Xiaoguang had only just joined the sect. She was still a curious child. One day, when she was playing behind the mountain, she wandered into an off-limit area where the case was kept. All it took was one touch, and the sword chose her. Once the bond is formed, it can't be undone until the Keeper's death. If only I'd been more careful with its safekeeping. The case had been successful, and I let my pride dull my vigilance. None of this would have happened.
I've heard about it. According to Elder Lu, it was just an accident. No one could have known that something as simple as a touch would form a bond. Instead of blaming anyone, maybe we should focus on what to do next. The way she looked just now, she must be really hurting inside.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Leaving her alone with her thoughts right now probably isn't helping. How about I go talk to her?
I still have something I need to take care of, so if you could go keep her company, that'd be perfect. Xiaoguang really adores you, you know. Having you by her side will make her feel so much better.
Please, when you see her, tell her I'm sorry. Tell her it's my fault.
Okay.
Belle? What are you doing here?
You looked kinda down just now, so I got worried and thought I'd come check up on you.
Thank you. I'm fine, really.
Ja, glaube ich eher weniger, aber...
My diary?
Don't worry, I just got here. I didn't read your diary, I swear.
If it's you, I don't really mind. It's just trivial everyday things anyway. Nothing special.
Oh, you're both here! Perfect. I was just about to go looking for you. Xiaoguang, about what happened at the meeting, Shifu asked us to pass on her apology.
I know. She's only being strict because she cares. I understand that.
Hey, guy.
Anyway, thank you, both of you, for worrying about me.
You know,
Ich muss hier unbedingt auch wieder aufräumen.
You don't have to be so considerate all the time. It's okay to feel bothered, to get upset. If I were in your shoes, I'd be hurt too. It's totally normal, really. Everyone feels that way sometimes. So, don't keep blaming yourself, okay?
Thank you, really. I get it. Don't worry, I'm okay.
All right. Shifu also asked us to do something else. A little test for you, actually. She just wants to make sure your memory's still doing fine. Just answer whatever feels right, okay?
Uh-huh? A test? Alright, then.
I don't know everything you two have been through, so I'll let you do the asking. Just 3 questions will be enough.
Let's see. When we first met, what were you doing?
When we first met... If you mean at Sweebian Temple, I think I was trying to rescue that chubby orange cat.
Looks like you got the first one right. So let's move on to question 2.
When you were doing fortune reading for everyone, what role were you pretending to be?
The acting temple master. And Bolion was there helping out, and then I ran into you.
Right again! Now on to the final question.
Last question. What do you like being called the most?
Wait, isn't this question a bit too sudden?
I know the answer to this one. It's that... you know, that...
Senior?
Whoa! The wind totally drowned you out! Didn't really hear you. Mind saying that a bit louder?
It's... Senior! Aw, you're teasing me again.
Perfect. Seems like your memory's just fine. That really puts my mind at ease. It's getting late, so I'll head out first. You two get some rest, all right?
Okay. Ich hätte mir doch kein Energy trinken sollen. Naja. Ich heute einen Ticken früher ins Bett als sonst.
It's already so late. Who in the world would come looking for me now? Did I really see that? That shadowy figure?
Ja, wird das jemand bei mir machen? Ich würde ihm ins Gesicht hauen.
Whatever. I'll just follow it and see what's going on. There's nothing here. This is Swabian Temple. No evil spirit would dare show up here. It's probably just a thief.
Und das ist inwiefern besser?
Oh, there's a cat over there. I'll go take a look. Is someone there?
The mouse.
Junior. Finally, we meet again.
Wait, I know you.
Surprised? Thought I was your sweet, well-behaved senior? Too bad. The one standing here now is a beast who just wants to survive.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
I've been waiting for you for such a long time, my dear Junior.
Ich würde mal sagen, dass ist die Verkörperung des Schwertes selbst.
You're the one that appeared after she used the Qingming sword, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Your memory's sharp. That's right. I am your senior, Ye Shengguang, through and through.
Could it be? You're a split personality?
If that makes it easier for you, feel free to think of me as such. I'm the one she hides under that perfect obedient mask. The one she refuses to admit exists, but can't erase her other half. If she's the light, then I'm her shadow. If she's the saint high above, then I'm the one crawling through the dirt. She's willing to use that sword, that cursed power, to save everyone, to play the hero. Funny. But me? I just want to live. How can you save others when you can't even save yourself? It's all just a story people make up to feel moved by their own sacrifice. The stupidest lie ever told.
I can't agree with that. Xiaoguang's wish to help others isn't some kind of fake sentiment. It's genuine.
You're really protective of her, aren't you? I like it. No wonder she thinks you're so special. But let me tell you something. Every chosen heir of the Qingming sword is expected to become a hero. And yet, people are selfish by nature. Behind every noble reason hides an ugly truth. People want heroes. They raise their banners high, but all they really want is someone else to take the fall. A shield to stand in front of them. Someone to die in their place. But when that hero burns out, when she's spent everything she has, what then? Oh, they'll build a monument, offer flowers, shed a few pretty tears, write poems about her glory, and then they'll wait for the next fool to pick up the sword, to become the new hero. No one ever cares about the person beneath that title, the one who bleeds, who trembles, who cries. So tell me, if one day that hero stood before everyone and said, "It hurts, I can't do this anymore, I just want to live," what do you think would happen?
I don't know. But everyone has the right to make their own choice.
I like your honesty. The truth is, from the moment that sword chose me, I knew exactly what I wanted. To be anything but a hero. I refuse to die before the world does. Oh, did I scare you? Don't worry. I just needed some air. She'll be back very soon. How about I let you in on a little secret? This outfit? I picked it out for her. Pretty, isn't it? Ah, looks like it's about time. She's waking up. Guess we'll talk again soon.
Wait! I still have tons of questions to ask you!
Eieiei. Das wird auch überhaupt nicht problematisch in der nahen Zukunft.
Belle? What happened to me?
Na, das kann ja heiter werden. Ich muss mal kurz gucken. Hier, Kassettenaustausch. Kann mir jemand erklären, wo ich 50 Puls her habe? Strange. Kommt wahrscheinlich durch die Events. Naja, was soll's. Okay. Oh, das ist nicht gut.
Hello again, everyone. Remember me? I'm Jill from Krampus Compliance Authority. Yep, that Judgment Division of Tops. The one that makes all the bad guys run for cover. And this lovely young lady must be the rising star of Yongkoi Summit. The current keeper of the Qingming sword herself. We've never really had the chance to properly get acquainted, have we?
Hello. I'm Yashunguang. It's nice to meet you, Miss Zhao from Krampus.
Honestly, the honor's all mine. Finally meeting the legend herself? In person? You know, there are people out there secretly placing bets that you'll become new Eridu's next Void Hunter. They're saying stuff like, she'll be the one to restore Yongkoi Summit's former glory and all that.
What? Oh, I'm not that amazing. I just...
Oh, no need to be modest. For someone as gifted and talented as you, someone who turns heads just by walking in the crowd, being too modest could be considered arrogance.
Please don't say things like that.
I'm kidding. Don't take it too seriously. Still, you're the chosen one, aren't you? And we also have Miss Belle here. Lovely to see you again, too.
Is it just me? Or does Miss Zhao seem kinda different today?
Aw, looks like you're still getting to know me. My attitude always depends on the relationship, you know. Like today, I came all the way here with a bunch of carefully chosen gifts just to see you guys. But aside from these little goodies, I also brought something you'll definitely want. Information about Mr. Ye Shuyun.
You mean my brother?
Uh-huh. So, tell me, don't I make a pretty great guest?
Okay, was willst du haben?
You said you have news about my brother? Wait, do you actually know where he is?
Don't get all worked up, Missy. Rushing won't get you anywhere. But your instincts are spot on. I do happen to have a lead on your brother's whereabouts.
Where is he? Please tell me.
Well, that's not very professional of you. In business, it all comes down to equal exchange. I give you what you want, and you
Komm mir
give me
jetzt
what
nicht
I
mit dem
want.
Gesetzesäquivalenten Tauschen
And perfectly
aus der
transparent.
Alchemie. Das ist,
Barging in and asking for something before offering a trade? That's some questionable manners, don't you think?
I'm sorry.
She's just really worried. It's her brother we're talking about. So, what's your condition? What do you want from us?
Now we're talking, Proxy. A new unknown area has appeared in Lemnian Hollow, and I'm heading there to investigate. That's why I'm here.
An unknown area?
Correct. And to sweeten the deal, I'll throw in a bonus. According to the latest observation data, the area covered by Lemnian Hollow has expanded by approximately 0.002%, accompanied by abnormal miasma activity. this occurred right after your battle with Ye Shuyan ended. So, my theory is that there's some kind of abnormal miasma in that newly emerged unknown area, which is causing Lemnian Hollow to expand. I need your help investigating it.
But why me? If you need help from a proxy, I get that, but what can I do for you?
Because you're the current keeper of the Qingming Sword. And I've heard a few interesting tidbits from Dylan. Like how the Qingming Sword reacts oddly near the Hollow Steps. And how it was the sword's power that ultimately saved Ye Shuyuan. Also, did those white flowers that appeared in Wai-Fei cause a strange reaction from the sword? Like some sort of resonance.
That's right. The Qingming Sword started trembling when we came into contact with those flowers. Wait, how did you know?
I'm just connecting the dots on what we know so far. If my guess is right, the power of that sword, this new area, and the entire Lemnian Hollow are all connected somehow. And those strange white flowers may just be related to the abnormal miasma causing this expansion. So, I need you, Missy, and our brilliant proxy friend here to join me. Of course, as payment, I'll give you the exact coordinates where your brother was last seen. I spotted him right at the edge of that new area.
All right, I'll do it.
That's a decisive answer. What about you, Proxy?
I want to say yes, but Xiaoguang's health. Yishuan Shifu warned us more than once not to let her get near anything that could trigger the Qingming Sword again.
I'm fine, Junior. You tested me before, remember?
There we go.
Oh, du hast mich nicht vermisst.
Na, Spur. Bist ein bisschen früh dran, meinst du nicht?
Warum?
Wir haben erst 9 Uhr.
Ja, ich will um 9:30 im Bett sein.
Wer bist du und was hast du mit Spur gemacht?
Ich bin Spur und ich habe auch heute nur, ich glaube, ich bin mir nicht sicher, ob es jetzt 7 oder 8 Energies waren.
What the fuck? Ich krieg ja schon Probleme mit, Crashes, wenn der Koffein abklingt, aber das ist ja mal eine ganz andere Hausnummer.
Weißt doch, Burna ist was Besonderes.
I understand where
Ja.
you're coming
Ey,
from.
Fate, weißt du, was richtig toll
This is
ist?
too risky.
Was?
I need to think it over.
Du weißt doch, dass ich den Monat noch
Mister,
ins Krankenhaus muss,
What
ne?
if it's
Ja.
me and a few other Yunquei Summit
Rat mal,
disciples who
wann
go
das
with you
ist.
instead of Xiaoguang?
Not an option.
Das hast du mir jetzt.
Connection between that hollow
Das hast du
area
mir
and the
gestern
Qingming
gesagt.
Sword
Wir haben
is
gestern
part of
darüber
my
gesprochen.
research. My terms are non-negotiable.
Ja.
Looks like you two
Ja,
aren't
nicht,
exactly
Und ich,
on the
und
same
ich dachte, ich bin derjenige mit dem Gedächtnis wie ein Dieb.
I'm patient.
Ja, sorry, ich hab
I
halt
can wait.
Vorbereitungen.
And don't worry, I never force a deal. So, if you decide you do want to work with me, come and find me at the cable car station. I'll be waiting there for your good news. Proxy,
Und wie weit
you're
bist du
smart, I
mit
can
der
tell.
Story?
I'm sure
Ich hab
you'll
grad
make the
erst
most
angefangen.
reasonable choice.
Ich bin jetzt, glaube ich, eine Stunde oder so drin. Weil ich vorher noch den letzten Rest von Durins Quest fertig gemacht habe.
Ja, das hab ich gesehen.
Der Witz ist, ich habe immer noch die Belohnung gekriegt.
Still have concerns, but this lead means everything
Ich
to
hätte-
Weil
me.
es den ganzen Patch
Don't worry. If Yishuan Shifu finds out and punishes us, I'll take full responsibility.
Ja, und ich habe definitiv genug Puls für Columbina zusammen.
Ja, ich auch. Ich hab 180.
Na gut, ich habe 130.
I don't care if I get punished. What matters
Aber
to
ich
me is
brauche
your
wahrscheinlich
health
nur
condition.
40 für den nächsten
I know too
garantierten
little
Erstrang.
about the Qingming Sword. We can't
Ja,
take
passt doch.
blind risks.
You know, before my brother left, I think I heard him say something. He said
Es kann
he'd
sogar sein, dass
save
ich
me.
noch mal genug Puls
So I think maybe that's why he
für
left without telling
Xuan
anyone
Guang
why.
zusammenkrieg.
Maybe it's
Dass ich noch mal probieren könnte, ob ich sie mir hole oder nicht.
but here I am,
Hast
pretending
du,
nothing
die
happened.
Dings hast du ja gezogen.
Stuck here in safety,
Mini-Kameleon,
waiting,
ne?
praying, doing
Wen?
nothing. I don't want
Camillas
to be the
Schwester,
fragile doll hiding in a
die mit
glass
den
house everyone keeps
schwarz-weißen Haaren.
locked
Du meinst
away
Dylan?
anymore. I want to give something
Ja,
back.
bei mir halt
To use my
Mini-Camilla.
strength to
Oder
protect the
Camillas
people
Schwester.
Natürlich
who
habe ich
always
Dylan.
protected me. I want to
Die ist
return
nur noch
the
nicht
warmth and
fertig.
love I've received
Mir fehlen 10
with my
Kritrad oder
own
so,
hands.
wo ich noch dran bin.
Haben wieder was
Alright.
Neues hat.
If you've already made up your mind, I'll
Wieso?
respect that. You have my word.
Wenn
We'll
du es
go.
versuchen willst, dich zu
Thank
pullen und
you.
vor allem
Really,
den Haar,
thank
ne,
you.
also
To
Mini-Varita
be honest,
zu bauen, ne,
I've
hat
been
sie auch
meaning to
richtig
tell
gelohnt.
you that you're really special to
Rat
me.
mal, wann ihr Power
Maybe
Creep
it's the
kommt.
sword, but
In einer Woche?
everyone, my brother
Nächsten
and
Patch.
all the people at Yunkoi Summit, they all treat me like I'm made of glass.
Ärgert mich ein bisschen, dass
I
ich die
know they
Waffe
mean
gezogen
well,
habe,
but
Wieso
it
hast du die
makes me
überhaupt
feel
gebaut?
guilty. And
weil man sie für
But
Gitsche
you-
braucht.
you listen to me.
Deswegen.
You stand up for me. You make me feel respected.
Ihr seid der dritte
Even when
Support.
everyone else thinks I'm being reckless.
Und, hast du schon das
That
Koop-Event
means more
gemacht in
to me
Zenless?
than I can ever say.
Ja, ich bin noch nicht durch.
No need
Nee,
to
ich habe
thank
noch
me.
eine Quest, aber irgendwie
promise
bin ich
me
zu
one
blöd, die
thing.
zu machen.
Whatever happens in the Hollow, promise me you'll put your own safety first.
I promise.
And about
Ja,
what you
aber freust du dich schon
said,
auf
that you don't want
Code
to be
Vein
the
2?
one who always needs protecting.
Kommt noch.
Honestly, I've never
In
thought of
25
myself as your
Tagen.
protector. You're
Schon?
way too strong
Ja.
for that, Senior. I'm just
Gibt's
accompanying
irgendwas, wenn
you.
man es
That's all.
vorbestellt?
No matter what you decide to do, just know that I'll be by your side. That's a
Natürlich
promise.
gibt's Vorbestellerboni.
Promise me that too.
Ja, was?
So whenever I look over,
Das kommt
I
auf die
know you'll
Version
be
an, die
there.
du vorbestellst.
Yes, I promise. Whenever we turn around, whenever we
Lohnt
look
sich
over our
davon
shoulders,
irgendwas?
we'll always see each other there.
Standardversion 3 Tage
Pinky
früher.
promise.
Wow.
Mittelversion du kriegst. Hi Skunk. Nur damit du es weißt, der hat einen Cooldown. Beim zweiten Paket kommt eine Extra-Mission, da kommt glaube ich irgendein Extra dazu, kann ich dir jetzt aus dem Kopf nicht sagen. Warte, ich kann nachgucken. Moment. Ich bereue es echt, dass ich euch diese Befehle gegeben habe.
Warum? Und wo ist eigentlich mein Sound mit diesen ekelhaften Knochenknacken? Der sind wir
Du
noch
glaubst
nicht
auch, ich habe Zeit für alles. Ich
Ja?
komme ja kaum zu meinem Scheiß. Okay, da haben wir
Wann die
es.
Videos?
So.
Dann schalte ich die Videos.
Ah, scheiß auf Beschwörung.
Wenn ich Zeit habe.
Explosionen geht, werde ich immer die Nase vorn haben.
Ah, okay.
Jetzt kommt er.
Wenn du die Early-Version vorbestellst, gibt's gar nichts. Also Standard hat gar nichts. Deluxe kommt 3 Tage früher. Kriegst noch ein Custom Outfit Paket und ein DLC. Was ungefähr 15 € teurer ist ohne Steuern.
Kleiner als 3, 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 kleiner als 3.
Langweiler.
So. Okay, das ganz große.
Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did.
Lass mich
You
mal bitte
coward.
ausreden.
You make me sick. Your weakness is pathetic.
I think you're just a horny little boy.
Wait! 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 No!
Lass dich fucking ausreden.
Wenn du fragst, wie viel Kanal.
Ich dachte, er hat einen Cooldown. Da glaube ich, der Minute Cooldown oder so.
What'll you take?
Okay, und das ganz große Paket kommt
We will
mit
take Jerusalem.
allem, was Character Outfits aus dem ersten Teil, Digital Artbook und ein Soundtrack. Wird dann aber so knapp um die 90, 95 Euro kosten.
Ja, so sehe ich aus.
Standard kostet ich ungefähr... wie viel sind 20% von Ende 50? Ja, würde ich wahrscheinlich so um die 60.
Euro.
Wie viel?
Du hast gesagt 20% von 50. Das sind um die 40 Euro.
Ach. Nee, Ende 50 mal 1,2. Nicht mal 0,2. Und selbst das wäre falsch. Egal. Das, was du mir gesagt hast, war 0, waren 80%, nicht 20. Aber egal. Obwohl, ich kann doch einfach nachgucken.
Eben, guck da einfach nach. Die Deluxe werde ich mir nicht holen. Ich zahle bestimmt keine 80 Euro fürs Hackbowl.
Oh, ich hole mir die ganz große.
Ich will von dir nie wieder hören, von wegen, du hast kein Geld, ne?
Ich habe vergessen, dass das noch im Waren... Wieso ist das noch im Warenkorb?
Ja.
Weiter. Oh, das geht. Die kleine Version kostet ich knapp 61 Euro. Warte. Und wenn du das... Hey, aber wenn du das Ding selber kaufst, kannst du meinen Rap-Link benutzen. Dann kriegst sogar ich doch was dafür.
Das wird aber jetzt frech.
Wozu habe ich scheiß Rap-Link?
Ich werde erst auf MMOGA gucken.
Ja, 88 Euro für die ganz große.
Ja,
geht.
die haben
Geht sogar noch. Wenn man bedenkt, dass es normalerweise 100 Euro kostet, geht das voll klar. Würde ich fast sagen. Ach ja, Skunk, wenn du jemanden brauchst, der dein Model macht. Ich kenne ein paar Leute, die das für einen relativ guten Preis machen. Wahrscheinlich.
Ja, ich war jetzt noch eine und dann gehe ich schlafen.
Du machst noch was?
Ich war jetzt noch eine und dann gehe ich schlafen.
Damn.
Ja, ich versuche meinen Rhythmus ein bisschen zu fixen, bevor ich ins Krankenhaus gehe.
Egal, ich bin gleich wieder da.
Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und Blizzardel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewarts Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Um 10 ist Schluss, doch bis dahin tauchen wir ein, wohin die Games uns ziehen. Scatterbrained, ein Lacher mehr. Fates Humor bringt uns immer her. Verpeilt, doch immer am Ziel vorbei. Der hier und wir Sadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewarts Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime, schau, die Zeit vergeht. Die Welt ist bunt, wohin sie auch weht. Mit Fate durch die Nacht, so frei und klar. Jedes Abenteuer ist wunderbar. Also folgt dem Ruf, sei mit dabei. Mit Fate wird's nie langweilig, glaub mir, sei frei. Pokémon, Gacha und Anime-Vibe, komm in den Stream, es ist deine Zeit. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewarts Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime, schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und wir Sadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewarts Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Um 10 ist Schluss, doch bis dahin tauchen wir ein, wohin die Games uns ziehen. Scatterbrained, ein Lacher mehr. Fates Humor bringt uns immer her. Verpeilt, doch immer am Ziel vorbei. Der hier und wir Sadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tewarts Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime, schau, die Zeit vergeht. Die Welt ist bunt, wohin sie auch weht. Mit Fate durch die Nacht, so frei und klar. Jedes Abenteuer ist wunderbar. Also folgt dem Ruf, sei mit dabei. Mit Fate wird's nie langweilig, glaub mir, sei frei. Pokémon, Gacha und Anime-Vibe. Komm in den Stream, es ist deine Zeit. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tavards Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tavards Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Um 10 ist Schluss, doch bis dahin tauchen wir ein, wohin die Games uns ziehen. Scatterbrained, ein Lacher mehr. Fates Humor bringt uns immer her. Verpeilt, doch immer am Ziel vorbei. Der hier und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tavards Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Die Welt ist bunt, wohin sie auch weht. Mit Fate durch die Nacht, so frei und klar. Jedes Abenteuer ist wunderbar. Also folgt dem Ruf, sei mit dabei. Mit Fate wird's nie langweilig, glaub mir, sei frei. Pokémon, Gacha und Anime-Vibe. Komm in den Stream, es ist deine Zeit. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tavards Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tavards Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Um 10 ist Schluss, doch bis dahin tauchen wir ein, wohin die Games uns ziehen. Scatterbrained, ein Lacher mehr. Fates Humor bringt uns immer her. Verpeilt, doch immer am Ziel vorbei. Der hier und wir Sadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von Tevas Wind bis Arknights Glanz. Gemeinsam tanzen wir im Sternentanz. Anime schauen, die Zeit vergeht. Die Welt ist bunt, wohin sie auch weht. Mit Fate durch die Nacht, so frei und klar. Jedes Abenteuer ist wunderbar. Also folgt dem Ruf, sei mit dabei. Mit Fate wird's nie langweilig, glaub mir.
So, weiter geht's.
I knew it! You came after all. I just knew you'd make the right choice.
Before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
Go on.
You said you wanted to investigate because you detected signs of the hollow expanding. But you're from Tops, aren't you? I mean, would Tops really care about what happens to Phylum Heights? No matter what goes wrong here, it wouldn't really affect you, would it?
It's only natural you'd think that way, Missy. The moment you learned I worked for Tops, you'd start assuming that everything I do is for their benefit. And honestly, that's not entirely wrong. But like I said before, I'm with Krampus Compliance Authority. Krampus does operate under Tops, sure. But our duty is to audit, judge, and enforce the rules. Those useless clowns Tops sent to Phylum Heights before were our judgment targets. So please, don't lump me in with them. Besides, the bigger an organization gets, the messier its internal politics become.
So what you're saying is...
Don't forget, Krampus is the one managing Phylum Heights now. No matter what happens, I have to take responsibility for my work. Like I told you before, in this world, everything comes down to one thing. Equivalent exchange. We've taken so much from Phylum Heights. It's only fair we take responsibility for protecting it, too. Smart people don't take without giving back. In contrast, Yunhui Summit's shining prodigy and current keeper of the Qingming Sword, dear Monsieur Shunguang here, seems to have a much more honest reason for joining the investigation. All for her brother, right? Oh my! Who would have thought? Turns out a Tops businesswoman like me cares more about Phylum Heights than Yunhui Summit does.
Of course we care about Phylum Heights. But at the moment, the only sign of hollow expansion comes from your readings. Besides, most hollows grow at a gradual pace. That doesn't prove anything yet.
You've done your research, I see. But according to my data, Lemnian Hollow's expansion rate is way beyond normal. Still, we won't know the truth until we go in and take a look ourselves. Don't worry. Once we're inside, I'll point out to you exactly where I last saw Mr. Yeshu Yuan. So, let me summarize the main mission objectives once more. Enter the mysterious new area in Lemnian Hollow. Investigate the expansion and the abnormal miasma activity, and determine the cause. To achieve this, I'll need the help of the most skilled proxy in New Eridu to guide my way. I'll also need the Qingming Sword's keeper to use the blade and resonate with the white flowers so I can figure out the relationship with the miasma's abnormal behavior. No time to waste. Let's head out now.
Okay. Gefällt mir zwar überhaupt nicht, aber was soll's. Mehr kann ich ja auch nicht machen.
I checked around a bit. This place used to be an old porcelain mine. It's where they used to process lumite ore. If we keep going forward, we'll probably reach the main mining area.
Okay.
That's strange. Did the Qingming sword just move? Or was it just my imagination?
What's wrong? Did the sword react to something? It's not affecting you, is it? Maybe we should go back for now and double check.
Don't worry. I just felt like the sword resonated with some kind of energy here.
Looks like the sword really is connected to this area somehow.
Abnormal miasma detected in this area.
Something's definitely wrong. The miasma around here feels different from what we've seen before.
You mean the miasma here feels unusually thick?
It's not about the concentration of the miasma, but it's giving off an unsettling feeling.
According to my previous investigation, this area is an abandoned mining site that was shut down a long time ago. Before you defeated that creature controlled by the Creator, there wasn't even an entrance here. Clearly, this is an area lost to time. A no man's land. Okay then, that's enough intel sharing for now. Your brother's last known location is that way, and I've sent you the exact coordinates. The sector I'm investigating lies in the opposite direction, so we'll split up for now. We can meet up again once you finish investigating Yeshu Yun's trail.
Huh? We're not going together? Based on what Junior Bell said, this place sounds dangerous. It'd be safer to stick close.
According to the principle of equivalent exchange, I give you leads on Yeshu Yun, and you help me with my investigation. Nowhere in our deal does it say I have to babysit your investigation. Or are you trying to get me to work for free, Missy?
No, that's not what I mean.
You've got it wrong. Xiaogong is just worried about your safety. Sticking together is definitely safer, given how strange this area is.
Well then, you don't have to worry about me. I am Krampus's most successful judge, the only one without a single failed mission on her record, and the holder of the title, the Unbeaten Legend. You two should probably focus on yourselves.
Das
Go
heißt noch
handle
lange
your
nicht.
mission, and we'll meet up at the dock later. Just don't keep me waiting too long.
Since she's so capable, I guess she'll be fine, right? Okay then, let's follow the coordinates and start from the warehouse. The warehouse is right over there. Let's hurry up. This place feels so dangerous. Why would my brother ever come here?
He must have had his reasons. Once we find him, we'll know for sure.
Guess I'll just have to ask him myself when we
Das ist
meet.
sowas von dumm.
Let's head out. This way.
Wait, am I...
Miasma anomaly is increasing.
I can't believe there's an active bamboo in this no man's land.
Oh, come on.
Shit! Did it just mention the abnormal miasma? It's just like Miss Zhao said. Let's follow it.
Das ist sowas von dumm.
I'll make this quick.
The line is drawn. Split the heavens. Technique. That Bangbu must have gone inside the warehouse. Let's go in.
Interesting.
Where did that Bangbu go? Over there.
Wie geht's?
Wow, you just picked up a new perception technique on your own? That's amazing! I knew you were gifted. Give it time and you'll be one of the best in...
Den kenne ich gerade.
Alert. Unidentified Bangbu detected ahead. Model
Ah,
unknown.
okay.
Not listed in any new Eridu official databases. Risk advisory. High-level intelligence data construct detected within the target. Its data structure bears partial resemblance to samples in the database, but no full match found. Please proceed with caution.
Error. Data error detected. Attempting to reorganize data.
Whoa! This little guy can speak the universal language! Is it talking to itself? Or did its language module glitch out?
Seems kinda weird. Let's listen to what it has to say first.
Reorganizing. Data. Integrating. Hey, friends over there. I can see you. It's nice to meet you. My name is Lockspring. As you can tell, I'm a Bangbu that's a little faulty.
What are you doing all alone in a place like this? Did you get lost?
I must apologize. There's an issue with my memory module, so I'm not even sure why I'm here. When I first became aware, I was already stuck here. I've been wandering around ever since, but haven't found a way out. I even got caught underground for a while. Luckily, I remember the important things. What I am and why
Naja,
I was created.
Erkältung kommen und
That's
gehen.
enough to keep my mind in order. I was built by one of the first Void Hunters, Lady Sunbringer herself. As you might know, Lady Sunbringer was the chief executive officer of Marcel Group, the very inventor of all Bangbu. I belong to an early series she designed, the High Firepower Combat Bangbu, model number GU0001. Sadly, that line was discontinued not long after release due to various issues. After all these years, most Bangbu of my model have been scrapped. Perhaps I'm the last of my models still operating in New Eridu.
High firepower combat Bangbu. But lots of Bangbu can help in combat these days, right?
That's true, but I'm not quite the same. Simply put, my firepower was several magnitudes higher. But don't be fooled by how I look now. I was quite formidable in my prime. But do not worry. My combat module has been non-functional for years. I pose no threat to you.
We're not scared or anything. It's just the first time I've heard of this type of Bangbu. I'm kinda curious. What drove Lady Sunbringer to create high firepower combat Bangbu in the first place?
Every Bangbu she made was designed with a purpose. Some were meant to share the burden of human labor. Others, to bring warmth and company. Lady Sunbringer loved humanity more than anything ever could. That's why every Bangbu, no matter the appearance, was made to serve mankind. And for us, the High Firepower Combat Series, that mission hard-coded deep within our core, is simple and absolute. To protect humanity. I was born to protect, but now I've lost all the means I once had to fulfill that purpose. So I suppose protecting isn't something I can really talk about anymore. Perhaps my end should be the same as the others of my kind. Buried in some cold scrapyard, quietly forgotten.
Don't say that. We'll get you out of the hollow. And once we do, we'll find someone to fix you up.
It's been far too long. I doubt anyone in New Eridu even remembers my model ever existed, let alone how to repair one. Still, thank you for saying that.
Your model sounds pretty powerful. Why would anyone stop making them?
Wahrscheinlich zu
Perhaps
gefährlich.
because we were too pricey to maintain. Our
Oder so.
failure rate was also much higher than other Bangbu. I'm proof of both. My memory, combat, and even speech modules have all suffered varying degrees of damage. Technically, I should have been scrapped long ago. Yet, somehow, I'm still self-aware. But I've got nowhere else to go. So I just wander through these ruins, day after day.
It's okay. You can come with us. We'll take you out of here. Oh, right. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Yeshengguang, but you can call me Xiaoguang. This is my junior, Belle. We're disciples from Yunquei Summit. We came here looking for my brother and to investigate the anomalies in this area. Right. You mentioned abnormal miasma just now? What did you mean by that?
As a combat Bangbu, I'm quite sensitive to changes in my surroundings. Recently, I've noticed that there have been abnormal changes in the surrounding miasma. It seems to cling to a strange type of white flower, even causing it to mutate. Unfortunately, I was attacked by ethereals before I could observe what the flower's mutation looked like.
White flowers and abnormal miasma. Miss Zhao mentioned the same things before. Do you know where we can find these white flowers?
There are plenty of those white flowers nearby. If it's convenient for you, we can head over to that watchtower. It should be the highest point around, and will give us a clear view of the surrounding area.
That's a great idea. Junior, let's head there.
Okay.
I didn't think the Qingming sword could do something.
That figure. It's my brother. He really is here.
Oh
Wait,
boy.
over there. Miss Zhao's surrounded by a ton of ethereals.
As expected, there's a ton of those weird white flowers here. Do they all have abnormal miasma clinging to them? Miss Zhao was just chased by a whole bunch of ethereals out of sight. She's all alone. It's too dangerous. But if we go now, what about my brother?
You decide. Whatever you choose, I've got your back.
Thank you. I've decided. I want to help Miss Zhao first. As for my brother, at least now we know he's okay. And besides, you're here with me, right? Together, we'll figure it out. For now, we just can't ignore a friend in danger.
Okay.
I knew you'd say that. Let's move. Miss Zhao's surrounded, so we'd better help her eliminate some ethereals.
Okay.
Don't worry. You made the right call. Looks like trouble.
Life is the one. I'm sensing a weird aura of miasma from it. Quite some familiar somehow, but no. Now isn't the time to be thinking about that. We still need to hurry and help Miss Zhao.
go help Miss Zhao.
Another one of those obstacles. I'm leaving it to you, Junior.
Ah, so geht's auch.
Perfect! You've already handled those ethereals. Miss Zhao, are you alright? Are you hurt?
Wait, don't tell me you came here because you were worried about me.
Kind of.
We saw you surrounded by a ton of ethereals from the watchtower. We got so worried we ran straight here.
Yeah, we caught sight of her brother earlier, but Xiaoguang gave up chasing him to come help you instead.
I didn't need rescuing, but fine. Since our original deal was that you'd help me with the investigation, seems you're keeping your word, and I like that. And who's this Bang-Boo?
Oh, this is Luxspring. We met it on the way. It said it's kind of broken, so it's been wandering around here alone.
Hello, Miss Zhao. I'm fairly familiar with this area. Maybe I can be of some use to you. In exchange, I hope you can take me out of this hollow.
A little Bang-Boo wandering around a place this dangerous alone, huh? That's pretty interesting.
You flatter me. But you're right. I'm not quite like the usual Bang-Boo. My combat instincts far exceed theirs. Even with my body damaged, my memory core still carries the memory of every battle I fought. That's probably the reason I've managed to survive in a place this dangerous.
That explanation almost sounds too reasonable. Either way, having someone who knows the terrain is useful. Right now, that's our best option. Back to business, I just scouted the area and, as expected, the scent of that abnormal miasma is thick here.
So you also felt it. I was just about to say, these ethereals have this strange miasmic aura about them. It's darker and more sinister than normal miasma. I'm assuming this is what you mentioned before? But the miasma doesn't seem to have a tangible form. I don't think we can clear it out.
I've also been mulling that over. Earlier, I discovered that this abnormal miasma clings to those white flowers.
Right! Luxspring mentioned before that it causes the flowers to mutate.
Mutate. So, that's what's going on. If this little Bang-Boo's intel is accurate, perhaps we could find the tangible form of this miasma in those mutated flowers and track down the source of the expansion using what we learn. I have a feeling that this all has something to do with the creator.
You mean the creator that Sarah mentioned?
Yep, but that's just my theory. We'll need more proof. Right now, let's just find those mutated flowers. Even without this whole mutation thing, these flowers are pretty odd by themselves.
You're right. We've seen them plenty of times deep inside the hollow. But lately, they've begun showing up in Phylum Heights.
In Phylum Heights?
What about Phylum Heights?
Oh, nothing. I mean, it's really strange those flowers would appear in Phylum Heights. Be careful, everyone!
Okay, Zeit für Runde 2.
These ethereals are all soaked in this stench of abnormal miasma. Shit! It looks like the Qingming sword is resonating with them. We should look into this. I'll be fine.
Aren't you here to find your brother? What, giving up on him already?
I already know my brother's safe. That's good enough for me. For now, I have other things to do.
At the sword, check. I'm right here. Let's keep this advantage. I see edge.
Das hat er mit gemeint mit der beste Supporter.
Leave it to me. What's this? The line is drawn. Blazing arc.
Du machst einfach so.
Let's head to where the ethereals are coming from. I can feel it.
Gut, aber das würde ich sagen, machen wir ein andermal. Ja, für heute mache ich Schluss. Ich guck mal gerade, wen haben wir denn noch? You know what? Das passt eigentlich.
With a pure heart, the sword will follow.
Sehr gut. Gut, dann würde ich an der Stelle aber sagen, mache ich Schluss für heute, wünsche euch noch einen schönen Restabend und hoffe, wir sehen uns hier bald wieder.
The sword?
Bye.
Unter dem Mondschein beginnt die Nacht. Fate ist da, die Bühne ist gemacht. Pokémon, Gacha, Anime, Flair. Müde Augen, doch die Stimmung ist mehr. Verpeilt auch immer am Ziel vorbei. DH und Vesadel sind immer dabei. Abends streamen, bis die Nacht uns ruft. Fate ist hier, der Chat hat Luft. Fate ruft alle, komm und spiel. Abenteuer mit Stil. Von T